Greetings, adventurers. Welcome back. EXUK here with another RPGs games I have played. You'll have to forgive me at the moment if I'm very nasally or what have you. I had my COVID jab a few days ago. Knocked me for six a little bit for a couple of days. Feeling a lot better now, but it has left me with a little bit of a cold and a sore throat. So if I start coughing, that's why. Hopefully this won't ruin the vid though. Every time I've done one of these games I have played vids, it's been something that I have enjoyed. So I thought today, let's pick a role-playing game that I have played that actually I don't like. Today's choice is a game called Paranoia, which I haven't played since the very late 80s. It was published by West End Games, I believe, and then I think Mongoose picked it up in the early or mid 00s. My friend Chris ran it when we were at school, and I think we played it 3 or 4 times, and then like a weird spin-off thing that he created, which wasn't too bad. But the game itself did not sit with me whatsoever. But it's a game that I believe has quite a popular following. Or it did. I don't know much about where the game is now, or whether it's still being published or what. So the basic concept behind Paranoia was that you were citizens living in a dystopian in a dystopian sort of like subterranean or city, or one under like a big dome or something like that. I'm sure you were an underground city. It was called something like Alpha Complex or something like that. And to protect everybody from the outside world, this city was overseen by something called the computer, which is like a big AI. However, since the days of whatever caused everybody to go underground, the AI has gone a little bit doolally, and it has become paranoid. The player characters portray, if I remember this correctly, they were called troubleshooters. Basically, people who are told to go out, find trouble and shoot it. Troubleshooters. And you were slightly better than, or you had clearance, something like that, that was better than everybody else. The general citizens of Alpha Complex were basically automatons. Essentially, they got up in the morning, they went off to work, they did it, they come back, they had something to eat, they went to sleep, they get up, they come back to work, and so on. You know, they had no lives, they have nothing, they exist purely to keep Alpha Complex running. But you, as a troubleshooter, have a bit more autonomy than that, and it all depends on your. I think you had like a classification. I'm sure the classification rating ran something like the rainbow colours, Roy G. Biv. And you started off with red, and if you could be promoted up the colours. Problem was, you never really lived long enough to do that, because when you create your character, you have to be aware that the computer is paranoid. The computer believes that people are mutants. They believe that it believes that there are secret societies trying to overthrow things or do their own thing, or that the outside world is completely dangerous and you need to protect people from it. So when you create your character, there's 2 things you kind of have to do. One, you have to be a member of a secret society, and if I remember correctly, you also had to pick a mutation. My camera is slipping slightly here, bear with me. So whatever happened, you were going to be a traitor in the eyes of the computer and the eyes of your fellow troubleshooters. And your scenarios were generally, something comes down from the computer that says you need to do this. Your secondary mission is this. Your secret society will also give you a third mission. And here's where the problems would always set in, because the computer's missions, the primary and secondary, might actually conflict. If you don't complete them, you're a traitor and the computer will terminate you. If you do anything to show that you are a traitor, your fellow troubleshooters will terminate you. Maybe you can see why I don't like this game. It's designed to be humorous. It's not designed to be something that you can run a campaign from. It's the sort of thing where you play it at conventions, or you might dig it out when your gaming group can't fully meet the next time, and so you play something for an evening. I'm sure there are people that try and play it as campaigns, but I don't really see how they could do. For me, the whole concept is really silly. I've played humorous RPGs before, but Paranoia really sort of got my goat a little bit. It's not fun, and if you're the sort of person that is going to take umbrage to your friends' characters shooting you in the back because they suddenly realise that you're a member of the such and such, whatever, Jedi, secret society, whatever, you're not going to enjoy it. And I just find that as much as I like to have fun and I like to have a laugh with my gaming, this went a little too far. It just didn't sit right with me in any way, shape or form. And I don't really get why people like it. It's a completely different taste to me, so that's fine. But I can't see what's so interesting about it. Now, the one time I said I didn't enjoy it, my friend Chris at school he didn't run Paranoia so much, but he used that system to basically run a fun version of Alien, where we were all characters on the Nostromo. But you couldn't try, but in a kind of, I suppose in a way you'd look at it now as, what's that computer game, Among Us? Where one of you is the traitor or whatever. He kind of ran that where we didn't know really who anyone was. One of us was obviously an android, we knew that. But that's about it. And we had to hunt down this alien, this xenomorph. And that was a good laugh because it was a one-off game. And while it used the same system and the same sort of mechanics, it wasn't silly. Not in the way that Paranoia really is. It's just one of those games, as I say, never really worked for me. I like a little bit more seriousness in my game, even though we as players have a good laugh. But there you go. Anyway, I don't remember much about the system or anything like that, so I'm not even going to sort of cover into the topics of that. But an interesting concept for a role-playing game, but not one that worked. Anyway, did you have any experience with Paranoia? Is it one of your favourite RPGs? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Am I wrong? Pop a comment or a video response down below, and let's see if we can't start a discussion. Also, please hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't. Until next time, take care, guys, and good gaming.